Hello and welcome to the channel where we talk about all things Weiss Schwarz and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today we're going to be talking about the Bushiroad Rumble Online 2021. Now this is the first video with the new Weiss and Chill branding, so if you enjoy it and you enjoy Weiss Schwarz content and you enjoy what I create, please make sure you consider subscribing to the channel. As well as that, if you enjoy this video, please make sure you let me know by hitting that like button below. But let's jump straight in. So Bushiroad Rumble Online 2021 is the latest in the edition of the Bushiroad official online tournaments, and it consisted of 4 main events, one for each format of Vanguard and one for Weiss Schwarz. Now I'm not going to touch the Vanguard side of things, that's not my cup of tea, but I will be going into much more detail regarding the Weiss Schwarz event. And for the event there were 3 different tournaments, one for each region, one for Asia Oceania, one for Europe and one for Latin and North America. Now throughout the 3 tournaments there were 326 players that took part, some of those appearing in multiple regions, some of those only appearing in one. And within those 326 players, 30 different unique sets were represented. The top set being Data Live with 67 appearances, followed by Slime with 41, Ruby, a brand new set to English originals with 32, Kaguya with 30 and Fate series with 22. And the rest of the data for that is here for you. And of those 30, only 9 of those actually made it to the top 8 cuts throughout the 3 tournaments. Again, the most represented happened to be Data Live, usually the 8 standby builds. I think there was a one-off case where it wasn't 8 standby. Kaguya made 3 appearances, Sword Art Online made 3, Ruby done really well, made 2 appearances in the top 8, and then Slime also made 2 appearances through the North America tournament. And then finally there were 4 sets that actually had one unique instance. Love Live Sunshine, Adventure Time, the Fate series which was a Gilgamesh deck, and Bofery, which you guys know through my deck profile video here. I'm a big fan of Bofery, so seeing that top was fantastic. And of the 9 that made top 8, only 3 of those could claim the top spot. In North America, it was Slime. In Asia Oceania, it was Data Live. And in Europe, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, it was Bofery. Now I can't comment massively on the North America and Asia Oceania tournaments as I wasn't really there, but I would like to take some time to actually go a bit more detail into the European tournament, where I actually had the privilege of being a head judge, which was a fantastic experience. Now each tournament actually took place over 2 different days. The first day was dedicated to the Swiss rounds, and the second day was dedicated to the top 8 cut. Within Europe there were 84 different players, and of that 21 unique sets were actually represented by those players, 20 of those being Data Live, 11 of those being Slime, 7 being quintessential quintuplets, 6 Fate, 5 Bang Dream, and the rest you can see on this table here, which you can pause or see if you want to have a look at. And throughout those we saw a lot of different matchups, a lot of expected decks. We saw a lot of 8 standby Data Live, we saw a lot of 8 standby Slime, 8 choice Slime, bar choice quintessential quintuplets, but we also saw some decks that we didn't expect. We did see a Miku waifu deck within quintessential quintuplets. We also saw some unique one-off sets. We saw some one-person run Love Live Sunshine, we saw Attack on Titan as a one-off, ReZero as a one-off, which was a Memory Snow deck, we saw Card Captor Sakura, and we saw Kenko, which was an interesting deck. If you haven't seen this already, I'd recommend watching the round 3 of the European stream, where Kenko actually got onto stream, and it was interesting to say the least. And after the 7 rounds of Swiss in the European tournament, 8 players stood on top to advance to top cut. There were 4 Data Live, 1 Kaguya Sama, 1 Sword Art Online, 1 Ruby and 1 Bofery. The decks themselves were pretty standard, at least for Data Live and Kaguya. Data Live tended to be the 8 standby build using the Kurumi level 3. We had the Kaguya Sama build, which was Door standby using the Kaguya level 3 and the Kaguya level 1. We also had the Ruby player, actually, which is sort of been defined as what the Ruby deck's expecting to be, using Door standby. We then had Sword Art Online, which was actually running 8 Wind, which was a bit of an anti-meta build. And then we had Bofery, which was also an anti-meta build, running Pant Stock Soul, using the Frederica level 2. Now what was interesting with the quarterfinals was that with the 4 Data Live players, they all did not get paired against each other, meaning that Kaguya, Sword Art Online, Ruby and Bofery all had to play Data Live in the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, Data Live were victorious in 3 of the 4 cases, with Beaufry being the standalone survivor of the Data Live onslaught. Moving on to the semi-finals, we saw a Data Live mirror where Vince actually became the victor of that match, seeing him enter the finals, which is an incredible feat given that no more than 4 hours prior he was named champion of the Asia-Oceania region. And in the second match we saw Beaufry reign supreme over 8 standby Data Live, with Tim piloting his deck to perfection, taking him to the finals. And going into the finals, we all had but 2 questions on our minds. Firstly, would Vince be the first player ever to be crowned champion in 2 separate regions for the same event? Or secondly, would Beaufry cause one of the biggest upsets in modern tournaments and claim victory over 8 standby Data Live? And sorry for the spoiler at the beginning of this video, but Beaufry took the crown and Tim was crowned champion of the European region for BRO 2021. Now, for those that are actually watching the stream, I'm sure you'll agree with me in saying that all of the top 8 games that were streamed were fantastic, and the final was no disappointment either. Whilst Data Live ate a lot of damage at the very beginning of the game, Tim still had to really think about his plays, and he really piloted his Beaufry deck really well. But even then, Vince also responded and tried to defend as well as he could, and he really showed his mastery of the game and the deck. And I think they both deserve a real big round of applause for how well they did in that final game. To summarise BRO in a nutshell, I think it's a fantastic event. I genuinely believe that alongside Springfest, alongside the Bushiroad Championship Series, or BCS, I genuinely believe that Bushiroad Rumble Online is the next pillar in Bushiroad events. I think Springfest happens in May, April, June, that sort of time. BCS happens in September, October, November, and then there's a nice perfect little gap around February time where BRO could take place. And I think, why wouldn't we do that? I think it's a fantastic opportunity to increase people playing. There are some people that can't attend in-person events, so online events are fantastic. It's more accessible in that sense. Whilst some people can't play online tournaments, that's where we then back that up with the in-person events. I genuinely think I've had a lot of fantastic feedback regarding the online event system. There are a few things to get right. I think there are a few things that need just tweaking a little bit to make it more clear and concise for online play. But I genuinely believe that we are definitely in the right tracks, and I think that, I genuinely think it's a way forward for Bushiroad. Now, I do want to take a moment to make sure I thank and appreciate and give recognition to the people that made BRO 2021 in Europe even possible, especially for Weiss Schwarz. Firstly, Ian from ENTCG. Without you, it wouldn't have been possible. You did a fantastic job organising the event. Your bot made everything so much smoother, so it was all kept within Discord. You didn't have to use any other third-party software. Not only that, your organisation of the actual day was absolutely incredible. Your communication was great. And yeah, like I said, without you, this tournament wouldn't have been fully possible. So thank you so much for your help and your dedication to the event. Not only that, we also had obviously the stream guys. We had Jimmy, who was like basically running the stream, and then we had the 3 commentators, Nendo, Leon, and Ben. Those guys did a fantastic job keeping the stream going, keeping it really active, really dynamic, and it wasn't boring to watch in the slightest. I had it on in the background whilst I was just doing my bits and bobs for head judge stuff and monitoring, make sure things are all good. And again, you guys did a fantastic job. You really did, and I'm sure the viewers that were watching the stream can really appreciate the work that you guys had to put in to make that possible. So thank you so much. Finally, we also had the judge team. We had a team of 6 judges throughout the entire event. We had our dedicated stream judge, Brandon, who did a fantastic job. Then we also had our 5 floor judges. We had Dejun, we had Raoul, we had Richard, we had Matt, and we also had Garrett, who joined us throughout the entire day on Saturday. And then some of those came over to the Sunday to help with top 8. You guys did a fantastic job. It made me really proud to be head judge of that event. You guys were so easy to work with, and you really managed yourself, to be honest. Like, I very rarely had to intervene with anything. I think I did like 2 or 3 times where I had to come in and give a head judge ruling. You guys did a fantastic job. You really, really did, and you should be proud of the work that you did, and I really, really hope that you guys want to judge in the future, and I look forward to working with you again. I really do. So from the bottom of my heart to the judge team, thank you so much, and you know, it shows you what the judges can do, and I think you guys did a great job, so thank you. We had assistance from Blackfire EU. We had Dennis join us on the day, just making sure that everything was running smoothly if we needed any assistance. We had Christian as well in terms of just popping in here and there, but mainly he was on the Vanguard side. But again, he helped us basically organise a judge team to get it all together in the first place. We also had some assistance from the guys actually from Bushiroad. We mainly had Fiona there, and she did a fantastic job just making sure we were all on the right tracks and we didn't do anything that we weren't meant to. And finally, we also had obviously more Bushiroad staff just come in and be on call if we needed them. We had the likes of Rui, Rudy, Matt. They were all there, and yeah, it was really great to have the support from Bushiroad as well, and to be involved on that side of things myself personally. I really enjoyed myself, and I really, really look forward to the next time I get to do it. And finally, I want to say thank you to you guys, the guys that played. There were so many people from the UK, there were people from all over Europe, but also all over the world. There were people from Australia, America, Chile. I think there was one from Indonesia as well. Like, everyone from around the world came and played at the event, and I think that's the great thing about it. Yes, it's a European region event, but people from around the world can play. It's just the European region time zone to make it more accessible for those in Europe. But people from around the world could play if they committed to a full day, as we saw Vince. He was champion of Asia Oceania and then came second in Europe. Like, that's incredible. So for everyone that played and made the event worthwhile in that sense, thank you so much for joining us. I really, really hope that you'll join us, hopefully for Springfest, if that's an in-person event, or virtual, depending on the situation. Hopefully that will still happen, and you guys will join us for that. And also the other events that happen as well, whether it be for a local shop tournament, whether it be for an official Bushiroad event. I hope you guys will continue to support the game and prove how great this community really is. But I think that's it for the tournament. I think I've covered everything. I think I've said thank you to everyone. And I think I've covered the at least very brief overview of the day and the statistics and things like that. So I'm not going to take any more time, and I'm just going to say thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did like the video, please make sure you hit that like button below just to make sure you let me know. And if you want to see more Weiss Schwarz content on this channel, please make sure that you consider subscribing to the channel, as well as hitting that notification bell to be informed of when I next upload. And if you haven't already as well, I have got a Twitch. My links are in the description below. We've just hit affiliate. That's really, really exciting. Like, it'd be great to keep that going and to, you know, get more people joining on the community. We don't just do Weiss Schwarz on my Twitch. We also play some other games. We play Nintendo Switch games. We play some computer games as well. I want to try and do like an Uno stream at some point. That'd be quite fun. So if you want to join that, I have got a Discord server. If you want to join any of my streams at all, for every reason you actually want to play on them, you've got to join my Discord server. Links in the description below. So make sure you do that sooner rather than later. Like I said, that's the end of today's video. Do all the good things. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment below with any opinions of this video, and let me know, do you want BRO to happen next year in 2022? Let me know in the comments below. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!